Hello there, everyone. Welcome to the 2023 Thankmas live stream that I am doing. Now, let's go ahead and get the message out. I'll go ahead and make a post to Instagram to let everyone know that I am here. And it goes. So let's see. Live on YouTube right now. And link to my channels in the description. Channel in my bio. There we go. So this will be this stream will be available after it's done. So for those of you who will not be able to watch it, you are free to come back and to go through it. And yeah. Okay. Let's get some music on, shall we? Okay. This is all royalty-free, YouTube, so, you know. Okay. Let's turn that down a little bit. Okay. Okay, so today, this stream, given it's on YouTube, will primarily be focused on Nerf. So, my plans for today are a couple things. So one of the things I intend to do, this is an old foregrip from a Raider CS35 blaster. Some of you might remember that, an old in-strike blaster from about almost 20 years ago now. But what I'm going to take this attachment here. Now, this has a built-in attachment for the what do they call them? The tactical rails on the Nerf blasters. So I'm going to cut this attachment off of here, and I will attach that bit. Here, I'll hold it up. I'll attach from about there to this thing. So see how it goes. We'll see if we'll manage to do it. If not, that's okay. I do have some other stuff. As a matter of fact, I actually have a blaster here. There's a sneak peek as to what that'll be. I'll do an unboxing of that later in the stream, probably closer to the end. But yeah. Okay, I'll probably be doing this for about an hour, so you know we'll see how it ends up going. But yeah, okay. And of course, I have another stream later today at 3 o'clock, which I'll have on Instagram. So, and in that stream, I'll actually be building a Lego set. That is an ad. Come on. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's get this set up so that you guys can actually kind of see what I'm doing. You can see. Well. Okay. Well, what I'll probably do. I'll probably have it set up and I'll alternate a bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing as well as seeing what I'm talking about, because I'll sort of be doing this as I'm talking to you guys. So yeah. Okay, so currently I've set down some paper towels. Well, those are for because I'll be using some of this, which this stuff is, you know, if you want to make sure to be somewhat careful with this stuff. And actually, I have some gloves over here, some latex gloves. Let's see. Which I got these for the purpose of, actually, well, for a different mod, but I still have some that are left over for the purpose of this. Right, so once we do get into the mod, when I'll be using this is rubber cement. Now, this stuff, it's it works. I mean, there is other stuff that you can use that works better. Just make sure it is important to you know to take the proper necessary safety precautions when doing this sort of thing. At least as reasonably as you can, as long as you know what you're doing. Which sometimes I do, not always, but sometimes. Okay, so I think the first thing we're going to be doing is getting this cut to the right length. Now, the reason why I have this here is that I remember which one I'm actually supposed to use, which is this one. So, first, before we make any cuts, we'll actually have to measure this out. Though this is actually held together with screws, but as you can see, currently there are no screws. So, probably be ideal for me to put screws in this before I you know glue stuff to it. So, using my box of screws here, screws and springs, I will find the correct screws and put them in there. And I'll use a screwdriver, of which I have a couple. Well, more than a couple, but a couple that work for this. So, got a screwdriver, and let's find some screws. That screw's too flat. Let's see. Screw could work. Got some more screws in here. I'll angle that down so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So, I wonder if that sort of screw is able to work. Looks like it does. Probably use those screws actually, as opposed to the black ones. Which I mean, they are functionally pretty similar if I hold them up for the camera, but it's all down to what you have and what you want to use, which is a lot of the things that you encounter with doing these Nerf projects. Is that it's mostly spare parts and spare tools that you'll be using for these sorts of things. Because the longer you do this for, the more things you'll accumulate, and therefore things that you will be able to use for future projects. So, for instance, this blaster, this actually came from the Raider. It used to be an old blaster I had, but then it broke. But before I threw looking back, I probably shouldn't have thrown the shell away, but that was a long time ago. It's nearly would have been 2017 when I got rid of that. No, 2018. Yeah, sounds right. Around there. Yeah, so right now I'm just going through screwing in the screws on this to prepare for the actual mod. And yeah. Okay. Okay. It's good enough. Okay. Well, we got the screws in. So, all good there. Just let me put these things back in here where they belong. Assuming they do end up going back in there. Okay. They're in. Oh, come on. It's another ad. These are the times I wish I'd use premium, Oh, no. Too cheap. So, let's angle that camera back up. Okay, so we got this. It's more or less fully screwed together now. And we got this. Pretend it's not really part of the thing. It's just there for reference. So we have this. So now the challenge that we have is to get this cut to the right length for this. Now, I will go grab an actual grip to demonstrate how it's supposed to look like. Alright, so generally a standard Nerf hand grip attachment, which you might have on a front hand grip. So, for instance, if you have your blaster, which let's say that's the Strife here, you might have it, and you are able to attach this using that to there, and there you go. You have a blaster with a grip on it, and yeah, of that. And okay, so the idea is that you have this, and so what my goal here is to make something like this out of this and this. So as you can see on the standard version, it is there is the okay, well, yeah, so there's the attachment there that attaches to the rail, and there's an attachment here that can attach to a rail. You even have the ability to use this as an example again. This can attach to here, which this in itself, it was useful for an old blaster I had, but then the blaster broke. But I can use something that's somewhat useful and attach it to something else that can be somewhat useful in order to create something that's more useful. Which, that's typically the goal of these sorts of things. Which, we'll see how that goes. So, the goal here, the initial goal I have is to be able to make this so that when it sits up, it's flush, roughly, or at least the goal is for this bit to be higher than this bit. So I have to be careful not to cut it too closely to there. So I have to make sure to cut it further down in order to make sure that does not happen. So yeah, that'll take a bit of work to figure out how we'll do that, but nothing that's insurmountable. Okay. I'm gonna check on Instagram to see if anyone's seen that message that I've. Okay. Alright. Well, people will come. Even if not right now. Oh, people will eventually see this later. Okay. Let's get back to work. So, let's figure this out. There's a reason why I usually don't actually do the modification process in videos, because a lot of it, it takes time and patience to figure it out. So, okay. If I had 3 hands, this would be easier, but I don't. So, I'll have to make do. Which end do I want to do this from? I suppose there's technically an end that's you're supposed to do this from, so I'll make sure I'm doing it on the right one. Okay, so it's that end. Okay. We'll go ahead and mark that as forward. Okay, got that marked there. It's bad to see. Not bad to see. It's hard to see, but you can maybe barely you can make out that error there. So that's how I know which way I'm supposed to put it when I do glue it down, because you want the foregrip to be going that way. You don't want it to be going that way. That's kind of counterproductive, So okay, all right. Let's see. Okay, this is the correct one. Okay, it is the correct one. So figure this out. So I want this to be roughly centered. Let's see. So and if we need to, we can go a bit over. So okay. So it looks like we have to cut above that screw there. So that's the first cut that we're going to make. But first, before we do that, we're going to try and take the screw out. Well, actually, it's not necessary. My only concern is how. What do you get the man who says? Oh, come on! Another ad. Well, this weird new. I don't care. I already have one of those. Whatever it is. Okay. Now let's take this out and at least see first if we're able to get this to hold together if we're cutting it above the screw. So if not, it's not the end of the world, but okay. So yeah, so what we might have to do here is okay. We might have to cut below the screw so that the thing actually holds together. No, actually, yeah. Okay. Of course, that doesn't mean that we won't be cutting off the sides of it. Okay. Because the sides are the first bit we'll have to cut off. Okay, it's back together. The side bit did pop off, but that's for one of the ones we don't actually need. So, yeah, let's get to work. Now, let's put these on. In the interests of safety. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. We can always cut off more. The hard part's cutting off. The hard part's putting the stuff back on, so, Let's see. I'll make sure that's as close to that as we can get it. Actually, let's see. How I do want that? I want that to be. Yeah. Okay, that works. Not fogging up. Yeah, this would technically be faster and probably more efficient with a power tool as opposed to a hand tool, but just be careful about the fingers. You not be able to cut your own fingers off. No, you want to make sure we don't. Yeah. I might try the other one. So we want to make sure that we don't cut it too much in a. Oh, come on. Another ad. Alright. There we go. I might actually try. Oh, that works. That works. Alright, so far. Now, when you're sawing, you want to make sure you're using the entire blade. You don't just want to use a little bit of the blade, you want to use the entire thing. So that you're as efficient as you possibly can be. Okay, got that bit off. First cut made. Let's make sure that bit doesn't fall off. Actually, let's... Is it less liable to fall off that way? Give this a second. I'm going to move this to this side. Okay. So far we have this. Now, our goal here is to cut the rest of that off. So, yeah. Might use something. Yeah. Actually, it's an old something. If it isn't, sorry if it cuts through it a little bit. It's almost off. Let's pry that off. Let's just file. File's what we want. Let's see. Should have got a file in here somewhere. File. Let's see. Alright, tell you what. Let's see if we can find a file. Do we have a file somewhere? Sure we do. Usually do. I used one last year for a project. Tell you what. Give me a second, I'll be back in a jiffy with a file. Okay, we're back. Oh, and also, I almost forgot to mention for the for donations. I'll probably have donations set up as part of the later Instagram stream. Yeah, so if you desire to donate, you can donate there. I don't have it set up here, but I will have it set up for the later stream, which will be at 3 p.m. today. So yeah, okay. Let's follow this down. Got a file here. Another ad. I don't like Melon Mix pizza. Okay. Let's get to filing. And not the type of filing where you're doing office work, the type of, literal filing. Angle it down. It might take a bit longer. Yep. This is the life of doing Nerf mods. At least, depending on the type of mod that you're doing. I'm not particularly good with electronics or anything like that, so, Getting through it. That's all we can ask for, right? Okay. Glad I don't have to do this for a living, Working conditions in some places, there's people that have to work 10, 12 hours a day doing menial labor like this, which, it takes a lot to do that, Even if we have our own struggles, we can at least be thankful that we're not in a position where we have to do something like that. Okay. This might be a bit quicker. Yeah, because you can see that bit there is still kind of elevated, which we would ideally like for it to be flush, because if it's flush, then it's easier to have it glue on and adhere to where it needs to adhere. Okay, it's good enough. I want to make sure we don't start filing down, the bits that we actually need, which. Okay. It's good enough on that side. So now go to the other side. Bring this back, and yeah, let's make an incision there. Yep. Just remember, when you're sawing, use the entire blade. And make sure you don't cut your fingers open. Boy, it's hard work. I wonder if this would make it easier. Instead of me actually holding it, I can use one of these grip things. Doesn't quite have enough strength though. Okay, got the first bit off. At least the first bit down that side. Glad I put these paper dowels down. There's a lot of, the debris, as you can see on the stream there. What do y'all think of pineapple on pizza? I'm kind of... just cleaning off, the debris. Fortunately, there's a little bit that's gone on my Chromebook here. And yeah, it is indeed a Chromebook that I use for my videos and my streams for the most part, which probably explains the potato quality, which, I do apologize for, but it is easier than setting up a webcam and having to edit and all that. Just able to get in, set everything up, and just go from there. Just make the video and put it out. Excuse me. Okay. That actually doesn't get... Come on. We don't even have a Kohl's around here. Central California. Well, Central California coast. Not somewhere else. Okay. Got that piece off. Now back to filing. Whoop. Almost dropped that. Because as you can see, this side isn't quite even. Okay. Okay. Same thing with the file. You want to use the entire length of it. I make them this long for a reason. Increases the efficiency of the actions that you're making. Oh. Far down. Well, you have to do it for the other side, but, And we've got one more side of this left to go, and You got plenty of time. At least a half an hour more on the stream. Probably about halfway through, something like that. Maybe a little bit more than halfway through. Oh, man. Okay. It's looking better. I want to go through and yeah. Okay. So there's one of these blades on here that's supposed to be good at these sorts of cuts. Just have to find which one it is. It's not that one. Let's see. Is it that one? Maybe. This isn't technically the proper way you're supposed to use these tools, but, you know. It's not that one. Let's try that one. That one works. Let's see. Let's try this one. This one works better. Now, right now, I'm just doing is cleaning up some of the debris that's on this. So, just getting that nice and clean. Now, when you're cutting, make sure to point the blade away from yourself so that if it slips, you're less likely to go in and cut yourself. You're slicing outward. I suspect what I'm going to end up doing is I won't be able to finish this on the stream, but well, I'll tell you what. Around the 11, I'll probably switch from doing this to doing an unboxing of that blaster, and then that'll probably be about it for this stream. Of course, as I said, I'm doing a later stream at 3 p.m. on Instagram, which actually I did that last year, which I was going to do a YouTube stream last year, but unfortunately I was only setting up and you know, YouTube says you have to have a certain amount of time that you do something before you you know, excuse me. There's a certain amount of time you have to wait before you end up actually being able to do it, such as streaming. And I tried to set it up, I think, an hour before, but you know that didn't work. So I had to quickly switch over to Instagram, and that actually worked out pretty well. It was pretty fun. But you know, this is primarily where I do Nerf content, and Instagram is a mixture of my life stuff and other content. Well, for the most part, just my life stuff, but you know, there's a little bit of other content that I produce there. Occasional nerfing on there. Oh, come on. I had the ad. Besides, I already have that tool or something like it. You know, one of the big fads is to have a tool that can be all things for all men, but the thing is that there's a reason why historically well, those sorts of tools. Well, there's a reason why you have specific tools for specific tasks, because they're most efficient at doing that task. I mean, there are certain tools that you can have, actually, such as a Swiss Army knife here, that are effective at doing many things. But you know, point is that, for instance, let's say there's a saw attachment on here somewhere. Yeah, it's here. So, for instance, I might have that, but you want to know what's more effective at sawing things than this? An actual saw, which, I mean, this is well, technically it's a metal saw. I'm using it for plastic, but even if you have a saw for wood, that's more effective at sawing wood than the Swiss Army knife, But yeah. Okay. A little bit more. It's not quite there yet. Did you guys hear that Coop772? He retired or left YouTube? Yeah. It is unfortunate. Produce some of the highest quality Nerf content on the internet. Certainly much higher quality than what I do. But, guess that burnout is something that's, it is something that happens when you're a content creator. Oh, Sun said, "You are slaying." Thank you. I am the slayer of something. I'm the slayer of hopes and dreams. No. I'm the slayer of good taste and, that sort of thing. And glad I don't do this all the time, or else I'm going to be the slayer of my own lungs. Plastic's cut when it's, when the vapors of plastic release into there, that stuff's really bad for you. It smells terrible. It's just chemicals, because, I mean, part of the idea is that for plastic, it was developed as something that could last a long time, but the problem is that the way that it's been marketed is as something that's disposable. But actually, what plastic could be effective as is something that's designed to last basically forever. I mean, plastic car, so to speak, might not sound that appealing, but in terms of, that's good enough. In terms of it lasting, at least the plastic bit lasting for a while, it certainly does. Okay, I'll be careful here not to cut that. Yeah, this is the right side, correct? Okay. I'm gonna put that mark again just to make sure. I think it knocked it off or something. It happens. Yeah, so I intend to do. I think the last thing I intend to do here, I intend to make a cut there, so I'll have the core of this, and at some point later, I will glue it on and glue it to this, and I'll probably do a YouTube short on it. See how that goes. Let's see. Okay. One more cut, and then we'll move on to the blaster, because I have a busy day today. I'm doing this, and I'm playing flugelhorn in a jazz band thing, a jazz band ensemble. It's very cool. And yeah, let's see. Then, of course, at 3, during a Instagram stream, which I'll be assembling a Lego set. Don't know which Lego set yet. Ow. I'm okay. But yeah, that'll hopefully be fun. This one's harder to get off. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. It's because it's a solid piece. I wonder how difficult it'd be just to attach it as it is.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. You might try looking at the perfect place. A place with gifts that
kind of works. No. I might actually want to do it. I might want to attach a couple of other things. Something. Perhaps a little bit of wood or something. Wood there. Paint it all. That would actually be something that would work quite well. Oh, yeah, it's sticky because there's one time I tried to attach it to a blaster using duct tape that didn't work particularly well. Okay. Actually, I might as well. Should I? Might as well. I'll go ahead and attach some of the rubber cement to that. I think it's good enough for cuts there. Okay, let's see. So, let's... Okay. Got those pieces out of the way. And now, yeah, so glove on. I'll have to roll up the sleeve for this. Gonna want to be careful for this. Because rubber cement, it's not literal cement. It's a rubber compound, but still. It's just so hard to get on. I wouldn't make it. I would not be a very good proctologist. My fingers are too short. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh. Okay. Now, if you've never seen rubber cement, it looks like that. Like I said, it's not literal cement. It's a rubber compound, but nevertheless. I just want to get that on, but I want to make sure it spreads out. Oh, spreads out evenly. So careful. Stainless. use a little bit to go on the side there. Just attaching that there. Getting everything to hopefully mesh. I don't have a Michaels around where I live either. Shut up. Okay. Okay. Maybe this is what people mean by glazing. Okay, well, it's good enough there. That'll eventually dry, hopefully. Just have to... Don't want to clean that off. Don't want that to dry on too much. Well, it's going to a little bit, but, you know. Might as well avoid too bad. Okay, well, it's back on. I'll go back to where it came from. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Well, let's get this glove off. These gloves are reusable, apparently. Man, they smell terrible. It smells like shellfish. You know that saying, Sally sells seashells by the seashore? Imagine if it's Sally sold shellfish by the seashore. Or if Sally sold shellfish and seashells by the seashore. I've never been very good at those tongue twisters, you know, because, you know, back when I was a kid, well, you know, technically I'm not an adult yet, but back when I was a young child, and they gave me a lot of those tongue twisters because, you know, I wasn't very good at speaking, so they gave me those so I can speak better, and, you know, I guess it's worked to a degree. Not fully, you know, still not brilliant at it, even though I do YouTube. Okay, now we'll let this dry. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to clean these things up and get to unboxing the blaster. So yeah. Okay. Let's get that into the trash can. And let's see. Here we go. Nerf Elite 2.0 Storm Charge. Now, the reason why I'm not doing this as a review as opposed to, well, here is because this blaster came out a little while back, and, you know, I'll probably do it eventually in the video comparing it to the Strife or the Spectrum or something like that, but I figured since I'm on a stream, excuse me, I might as well do an unboxing because I usually don't do those because I unbox the blaster and play around with it a little bit before actually doing the review. Mostly to make sure it actually works because, you know, there's a blaster I have that's in there. I'm gonna go grab that for a second here. This one, the Alpha Auto 72, which I was excited about, and it kind of works, but it doesn't work particularly reliably because the drum has a tendency to jam up. So, you know, I haven't done a video on this. If I ever get it to work better, I'll probably eventually do a video on it. But, you know, it's the idea of it is actually pretty interesting though. It's on the cheap side. It was about $25, but it's full auto 72 well, you can fit up to 72 darts. I found it works better with only 36, but theoretically up to 72 darts, and it fires them relatively slowly, so it's actually more of a suppressive fire blaster, as opposed to actual, blaster where it fires all of its darts at once, like a Hyperfire or even one of the. Actually, there's a company that makes a Nerf. It's like a Nerf Uzi. On, be on you. Okay. Yeah. So it's interesting. The concept is interesting. The idea is interesting. It just doesn't work particularly well. Okay. Well, let me put this back, and then we'll get to the actual blaster that I admit to get to. This thing. Okay. So, how much time left do we have on that? Okay. We have enough time. All right. So, let's. Okay. Now. Yeah, this isn't quite as. Okay. That works. That works. One thing that I will commend Nerf on that they have improved over the years is their packaging. It's more, it's more environmentally friendly than it used to be. Which I mean, yeah. Considering that a lot of major corporations don't really do a whole lot there, it is at least good that Nerf is taking their initiative to do so, as opposed to it just being, a directive from the government or whatever. Because they do make this. All governments do. There we go. Oh, looks good. Stock's too short. Otherwise, it feels great. No. Yeah, let me go grab another stock for this. I like the blasters, but for the ones you can take off the stocks for, I like to use an actual stock that works. Now, this is my go-to stock. It's a worker stock, actually. I want to get another one of these at some point, but yeah. There we go. Nice. Trigger feels good. This mag feels a little cheaper than your average Nerf one, but yeah, it feels a bit cheaper, but at least unlike some of the earlier Nerf Elite 2.0 blasters, it is at least held together with screws, so it's good. Hand grip, the grip feels pretty good. The rev button, it's a little gummy, but feels fine. Let me go grab some batteries to put in this. What sort of batteries does it use? Let's find out. Okay, got screwdriver. Okay. Four double A's. Let me go find four double A's. Okay, I'm back. Four, 1, 2, 3, 4 now. Hopefully all these double A batteries work. Usually do. From a new package, after all. Well, it's not an unopened package, but they are new, I think. Hopefully. Duracell. Battery's usually pretty decent, right? Looks correct. I'm known to sometimes put the batteries in the wrong way, but you know, it happens. It happens to the best of us, and I'm certainly not the best of us. You are, because you're the one watching this stream. Awfully quiet. Huh. Hopefully that means it's just quiet, not that it's not very powerful. I'm style water, but stream's almost over, so you know that checks out. I think this blaster would look good with a curved mag. Oh yeah, looks great. Don't you think? Okay, well, you know, looks good. There's no paint on this side like all Nerf blasters. This jam door here, it's kind of a bit stiff, but it works. This is not like the Phoenix one that fell off. Blaster wasn't very good, was it? But yeah, feels good actually. I really like this. Well, I'm going to wait to say how I feel about this versus a Strife because that will be for a later video, but I will say that I do like this. So, you know, that's my forewarning for those of you watching for my next, well, I don't know if it's going to be a next video, but a video that I'll make in the future. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, also it has a tack rail up front, which, one thing that is slightly odd is how that's not level. I think I would have preferred that to be level, but, you know. Ugh, excuse me. It does mean you could theoretically fit a scope to this, but, you know, with semi-automatic or automatic Nerf blasters, especially scopes are usually, you know, not necessary. Okay. What the heck? Okay, well, other than that one dart that went... Let's try that again. Is that the dart's fault? Oh, it's a Busby dart. Probably explains it. Let's try that one more time. You think I can do it? Behind the back. Okay. Yeah, also has it. Well, given that my fingers are fairly small and that the space here is even smaller, you are likely going to have a hard time getting your fingers in here. But at least theoretically, that's a decent carry handle, which you know you can run around with, and yeah, especially like the trigger release. You can do it like that, or you can do it like that. You know. Do it like that, or both work. Yeah, I've always found that the best mag releases to be the ones that have a fairly long paddle like that, as opposed to the ones that are short and get in, because the longer ones, it gives you more versatility, and you're more likely to actually hit it instead of missing. Though, of course, as you probably saw there, I did miss it once. Because I don't do enough Nerf wars these days. Well, you really should do more. But yeah. I quite like the blaster. This attachment comes off here, and so does that one. So theoretically, if you want to, let me grab there's a couple darts there. So darts strewn around. Which means you could theoretically have it as, you know, a pistol thing. And yeah, works. I mean, it's not as powerful. Well, it's the velocity. It's about the same as what you would expect from a yeah, strife. So take with that what you will. This well, it is on the quiet side. So if stealth is something that's important to you, that is definitely less to consider. But I'll leave the blaster comparison off there because I want to do that in a future video. Oh, okay, but yeah, all right. Rip Drax stream. It died a horrible death. Did it? Oh, it is unfortunate. Well, this stream. Well, the stream's about to end, but technically the stream is still going. But yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, I will be on later at 3 p.m. So in about 3 hours. No. Yeah. About 3.5 hours, I'll be streaming again on Instagram. So if you want to stop by there, my Instagram, uh, yeah, my Instagram channel, it's in my channel description as well as under the description of most of my video. Well, of all the, it's in my channel bio as well as under the description of all of my channel videos, except for this one probably. All right, well, it's pretty much it for today. Like I said, I'll be on later, so feel free to stop by. And this, I will try and have the streams stay on, see if I'm able to do that. But yeah, okay, that'll be it for today. Have a good day, everybody. And yeah, all right.